Good morning, Raider Nation, and welcome to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM, streaming live on the web at WLCNonline.com. Scott Kirby, Joe Ryan, Jake Johnston, and good. Coach Alexander with us this morning. Good morning, Coach.
Good morning.
Big win last night. End of the regular season. We go to a hostile Glenwood environment for their senior night and come away with a big win.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun last night, and, hopefully our kids are maturing a little bit to be able to win a game, because that was a game that, could have gone either way. And I thought our defense was outstanding. Our kids were aggressive, and, this group here is such great kids that, they're not so, that they're kind of passive. And try to get them to play aggressive is been the challenge for us all season. And I thought they were aggressive last night, and I thought that was a difference in the game.
Not a whole lot of scoring, but like you said, good defense. Defense wins games, and they kept it to a minimum, and we hit shots when we needed to, and came down to the end of the game where some clutch free throws were the decision maker, and you like to see those kids able to finish a game, which we haven't been able to do in several games this year.
Well, we've lost 8 games. I think we're 16-14, but 8 of those 14 games were a total of 20 points. And, a lot of them, about 4 or 5 of them on the last second shot that we haven't been able to win. And that's the difference in having a good season to a great season. And, you have to be able to make them plays. And you got to remember that these kids here, even though they've got a year under their belt, they're still a year behind the rest of the teams that we're playing. So, our kids have never quit. They've always played hard, and they continue to work. And we want to, hopefully last night was a kickstart to something that'll be good next week.
Well, so just to back up on that a second, about last second shots, Tuesday night, Hop drove the length of the court all the way in, a layup. Just won't go down.
It won't go down, but and we talked to the kids, and it doesn't come down to the missed layup. There's a lot of, each one of them had at least one play or something that they could have done throughout the game to won the game. And for people to think that Aaron Hop blew the game is totally wrong. Because the game is a 32-minute game. It's not a last-second shot that determines the outcome of the game. So
so he got the ball, drove the length of the court. What a great look! Went to the hoop, layup. Why wouldn't that just go down? That's right there.
Just our luck this year. These kids have not had good luck, but we finally come out on the right end last night, and it was we talked all week about what happened a year ago. They came into our place and took the conference championship away from us, so we had the same thing in mind going down there, is play a little spoiler. And they still got a piece of it. Maybe they're going to cut and force the bar that everybody gets, but everyone's considered conference champs, and that's good. And congratulations to all those 4 teams. It was we were so close to being right there. We had Lanphier twice. We had Jacksonville. We had a last-second shot to beat them. We were in the game with MacArthur. There's 4 wins. Take that away from our 9. That's 5 losses. We're right there.
Yep.
And you have to be able to execute and do the little things to win the close games. And hopefully these guys are starting to get that and understand that.
I would say we always talk about you want to be peaking at the end, and I think you are. You're playing some of your best basketball.
Well, we've played some good teams. Even going up to Joliet and playing up there, that was as good a defensive team, a pressure team that I think we've seen all year. We really had a hard time finding shots, and I thought last night our defense was a difference in the game. It's something that I take blame for, because we haven't spent as much time as we normally do on our defense, because we've always been trying to find and work offensively to try to find shots for our slow kids. And we spent a lot of time offensively, and I think we neglected our defense to the point to where we put a little bit more emphasis on it the last couple days before we went to Chatham, and the outcome was pretty good.
A very fun crowd last night, to say the least, huh? From
yeah, I hear. I didn't even notice. I was wrapped up in the game, and I didn't see. Nothing. I pretty much.
The cheerleader wars were going on, and
everybody says that, and I didn't see
back and forth across the floor was awesome.
I didn't see anything. So.
Well, I would hope not. You got other things to do.
Oh, well.
We get you start watching the cheerleaders. We're not in very good shape. So, but Coach, everybody right now, 0-0. Start regionals Monday night against Clinton here at hopefully a empty gym. No offense, but we got a girls game going on as well. I know you said it last night, and you'll say it until you're blue in the face that everybody get down there and support them girls. In the back of your mind, Monday night, kind of just a warm-up game against Clinton. I know you don't want to look past Clinton, but if, for some reason, we don't advance against Clinton.
Well, nothing against Clinton, but this is their first year in 3A. Right. Their schedule is nothing compared to what we play, and they're trying. Coach Hallberg over there, he's tried to get into summer leagues. He's trying to pick up 3A teams, and evidently he's confident that they're going to stay 3A because he's trying to update and create opportunities for his kids to get better. But we got an important game Monday night, and that's our girls, and there's not very many opportunities. And from the coaching standpoint, and for the kids, it's an unbelievable feeling where those girls are at right now. They're
floating around.
You just don't, and you're focused, and the time just runs by, and it's something that, and just like I said last night, playing at Roy S for our boys with a full house every night, it's easy to play. It's easy to come out and be motivated to play, and I'm a firm believer in half the game is 50% mental. And if you're mentally sharp, and plus the fact you throw in what I consider the best fan base around, it's an unbelievable feeling to play in front of the people. It motivates you. It makes you not want to fail. You got all these people out here, and there's times where I feel like a failure because I failed our fans, and because they want it. I think they want it as bad as what the coaches do and the kids do, and everything. So I sure hope that we do have an empty gym. And like we said, hopefully our guys are tough enough mentally to know and understand what's at stake in both ways for the boys and the girls. I think I know our guys. They said that they want people to go to that game, and hopefully everybody will go down there, and we'll pack the place down there. And then what we'd like to do is come back Wednesday night and bring the crowd back to Roy S and help us. It'd be against Southeast, and if we got a great crowd against Southeast, anything can happen. And we just played them last week, and like you said, we had a shot to tie it to go overtime, but
played well.
We've had all the top teams in our league, every one of them that share in the conference. We beat Chatham. We took Lamphere down to the wire both games. We took Southeast down to the wire, took Jacksonville in overtime. So our kids are right there. But you got to be able to win the close ones, and hopefully last night was a big key. And we feel we can win a regional and even advance into the sectional. So But let's take care of the girls and have a big week of basketball with the girls on Monday, boys on Wednesday, get through Monday night to Wednesday night, and then have a big day on Friday.
Big doubleheader on Friday.
Big Friday.
Yeah.
Girls at 12:15 and the boys in a regional championship at Roy S. And can't ask for a better day.
No, that'd be a fun day.
That's pretty good with basketball.
Be a holiday. They should let the schools out.
That's right.
There you go.
I can't answer for Mr. Bagby. Mr. Bagley might get upset if I said, we won't have school today. But
Mr. Bagley, give us a call and let us all know school's canceled Friday.
Hey,
he'll let you know Tuesday.
We'll just call it a regular Friday. No school.
He won't mind, right?
We all can help him out.
Well, and the teachers are doing a good job. They can miss a game a day every now and then. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Snow day.
We can double up homework.
Sure.
Well, Coach, we've been kind of trying to iron out what's going to happen as far as broadcasting wise Monday night. I think we've got it down. It's been kind of confusing trying to.
I understand whatever
Jim's talking, Lloyd's talking. I'm trying to.
That's why I don't tell him how to do his business, and he's pretty much stayed out of mine.
Well, here's what's going to happen. Here's the game plan. Both games will be able to be heard online in their entirety. On the radio, we're going to start out at 6:30 with the Josh Komnick pregame show for the boys. And then around 6:45, 6:50 area, we'll switch it over to Springfield for Joe and Marty for their little pregame. And we'll keep it with the girls until halftime on the radio. At halftime, we'll switch back to the boys. And then I'm lost from there. So then after the first half of the boys, we'll switch it back for the girls for the rest of their game.
Meanwhile,
back at the Bat Cave,
if it would all work out well,
Coach, this is going to hurt your head after you hear this.
So that's the game plan. But for those of you that are wanting to listen to either one in the entirety, go to WLCNonline.com. You can listen on a computer. You can also listen on a mobile device. Which look for the mobile device in the corner, right, Lloyd? It'll say go to mobile device.
Could it be any trickier?
So I hope that we'll go over it again later in the show, but hopefully that kind of clears things up. But we will be recording the girls' game to be watched later. We don't use film. We record video. The boys' game, we will not be filming, recording, taping, whatever you want to call it, Lloyd. So that's the game plan. Have we ever had this issue before? It's kind of
fun.
Now we're not going to say it's going to be flawless. There might be some technical difficulties, but bear with us.
It's a good thing. Are you in charge of this?
Give them your cell number.
Hey, I have nothing to do with this. I will just be spectating.
What could possibly go wrong?
Well,
overtime.
Overtimes would not be good. Or would they?
If we're in overtime, I think Coach Al's
suicidal.
Someone get a camera on him if we're in overtime.
Yeah. And as well, Lloyd, you won't be tweeting anything. You're not going to be in either game. You are useless to us.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's the game plan.
Pack your stuff up.
That's exciting. Monday night's going to be, I'm sure there's not going to be a whole lot going on at school that day because people are going to just be, not that there ever is.
Whoa,
you guys have school Monday?
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. I don't know if I like that.
There's that look.
We're going to do a mile run.
There's that father-in-law look right there.
I'll probably have 50 kids outside the door here.
Joe, well, he's never here anyway either. So, but yeah, it's Monday's going to be an exciting day. Basketball. If you're a basketball fan, boy, it's like Christmas, right, Joe?
Christmas into February. March Madness is here. Can we say that on the air? Is that a
You just did.
That's right. It's late.
They'll send you the
copyrighted or something. March Madness. Somebody got mad about it. Yeah. Super Bowl.
You're not supposed to say that.
Well, Coach, thanks for swinging by today. You had early practice today, 7:30.
Yeah, we got to go back and finish. It's still going on.
Oh.
Take a little break.
Hey.
Good coaches, good assistants.
You have a Diet Coke?
I got my Diet Coke, and I may have to stop and refill.
His liter of cola.
That's funny. I'll tell you that.
About 3 a day.
3 a day.
Oh.
Yeah, we'll have you on some other types of medical shows later on.
He exercises, Joe, unlike
what is that?
Unlike us.
Yeah.
What is exercise?
Coach, thanks for stopping by. Good luck Monday. Hopefully Wednesday against Southeast. Two games Monday, one before ours.
Taylorville plays Decatur Eisenhower, and Decatur Eisenhower beat MacArthur last night, and that wasn't what we wanted to see. We wanted Eisenhower to wait till Tuesday to do that, so that didn't help us out last night. In the state tournament, you have to have certain things happen. You match up against better teams, and we definitely match up better against Eisenhower than we do MacArthur, and that was a big game last night. They're going to turn around and play again probably Tuesday, unless Taylorville comes in and surprises some people. But they've got Taylorville's just young. They've got a lot of good young kids. But that was the game I was wanting MacArthur to win last night. So
Well, doesn't that kind of work both ways? Where now our kids know, hey, MacArthur's definitely beatable, and then MacArthur's side is, well, we just got beat by Eisenhower, who's not very good. And
from a coaching standpoint, it's the matchup. MacArthur's a bad matchup for us.
Just because they're long and athletic. And
they do a lot of different things, and one thing they got is great 3-point shooters. It's got range. They've got 25, 30 feet range, where Eisenhower doesn't do that, and that extends our defense. That opens up more holes and everything. So we'll just have to play it out. But there's a 6 o'clock game between Taylorville and Eisenhower, and then we'll follow at 7:30, 7:45. Maybe
that's the game we need to go in overtime, the one before ours.
Well,
see
I'll tell them that, and then Eisenhower can come up.
I don't know if that might mess things up.
But the games are always scheduled an hour and a half, and usually they run a little bit longer than that. So
that would be in our favor if that could go a little bit longer.
But one thing the IHSA does, they only allow you 15 minutes between games instead of the normal 20. The IHSA wants to be different. You have 20 all year.
That's a whole nother show. We could do 2 shows on that.
We could do a year on that.
Hey, Coach, while we got you on here, and I've been wondering about this question. In the girls' game the other night, the McCoy girl was at the line.
I have no clue what she was doing.
I've never seen anything like that.
The girl ran off the free throw line over and consoled a teammate on the.
Put her in a chair and ran back while we waited to get the ball.
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
No, why she was shooting free throws. She had to go back to the line.
She had to go back to the line and shoot the free throw.
I can't remember. Did she make them?
Yeah, she
made the first one, and she tried to miss the second one.
Get the rebound.
Yeah, it didn't work out well for her. But
I had never seen anyone do that. I thought, is there a ruling on that?
Yeah.
Evidently not.
I know the officials
I don't know one, and evidently the officials don't know one either.
What would you call, Joe? Delay of game?
I don't know what you do. It was just interesting.
Just put that in the old repertoire.
Well, you throw the ball and you start counting 10. It'd be a 10-second violation.
Well, she's out of the free throw area, and then she steps in. It's a violation. I don't know. I got no clue.
Well, it was kind of weird.
There's nobody there to shoot it.
Maybe we need to look into that. That needs to be a rule, because now everybody's going to start doing it.
Lloyd will look into that.
Lloyd's Googling. All right, Coach, thanks for swinging by. Good luck Monday. Any last words?
Nope, just Railer Nation should be in Springfield Friday or Monday night and support the girls, and that's such a big thing in their lives, and there's not many teams that get to the Elite Eight, and that's where they're at, and one game away from the Final Four, and the support from the Railer Nation should be in Springfield. So hopefully everybody will go down there and have their earphones in and listen to the one way or another, however you're doing it, the broadcast back from Roy S. And I know we may have somebody on our bench with earphones in listening, so we can keep an update. So we'll keep following the girls, and we do wish them the best of luck, and Coach Richmond and Coach Keeler and Coach Cook. And it's been a long haul for them. 4 years ago they won 4 games. 4 years ago, 3 years ago 4, and then last year they got 17, and now they're where they're at. And that program is really blossoming into back in the 90s, the late 90s when Coach Moore was here. one of the most memorable years that I've had in my coaching career was in '99, is where the girls ended up 4th. And we had Brian Cook and Greg and that group there, and we ended up in the Elite 8. And, that was a phenomenal year. And hopefully here in the next 2 or 3 years, we can duplicate that.
Yeah. If Thursday night's any indication, I know Rail Nation will be out in force. They'll have UIS packed. We had 3/4 of that gym Thursday, and I'm sure they'll do it again Monday. Coach, thanks a lot. Good luck Monday.
And, you're welcome, and again, good luck, girls.
Yes. All right, we'll take a commercial break. We'll be back after these messages. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM. Oh, yeah. Oh, Macklemore. We're going to play the entirety? Welcome back to the Cheap Seats on 96.3 FM.
Get them up.
Online, WLCNonline.com. If you have a smartphone, you can go to TuneIn Radio app and listen to us anywhere you want to go.
Nice job.
We are. Where are we at today? We're at Joe Ryan Country Financial, and he has do you have inventory clearance sale going on?
We have an inventory clearance reduction sale going on with auto and home applications. So
Auto
stop by and
home.
get one.
What about life? You got anything
Life,
disability,
long-term care. We've got
rental?
it all up here.
You got rental?
We got rental. Yeah, we have it
Rental
all up
insurance?
here. You need insurance, you stop by here. And again, we're about out of applications. So
Inventory
hurry on by.
reduction is getting low.
Inventory reduction sale. We heard we're about done with that. That's what I was told by management. You're not having an inventory reduction sale anymore.
Well, the commercial's old, and people are sick of hearing it, so we got to do something different.
I'm with you.
Yeah, it does need to change. I'm going to tell you that.
Well, this morning we got our new football coach, Coach Silkowski.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You're welcome. It seems like we've been doing this for quite some time now. New coaches here and there, so hopefully you're going to be around for a while.
That's the plan.
Welcome to Lincoln.
Thanks for
I'm sure
having me.
you're still up north right now.
Yes.
At Homewood Flossmoor?
Yes. Yep, still coaching track right there, down there. I actually don't teach there right now, but I teach at a school around the corner.
Okay.
But I'm still coaching. I'm in boys track and field right now. Team's actually out at Bloomington right now as we speak, competing.
Oh, nice. If you would, just tell the listeners, there's a lot of them, I'm going to tell you right now. Just give them a little bit of your background. Where you're from, all the information that everybody's wanting to know.
Sure, absolutely. Born and raised in Tinley Park, Illinois, south suburb. Their famous Tweeter Center, so that's kind of where I'm from. Tinley Park, Andrew graduate. Played 4 years there under Coach Mike O'Neill. Went ahead on to Eastern Illinois University.
Nice.
Came back, did my student teaching experience at Homewood Flossmoor. So I 2008 started coaching football there. Spent most of my time on the freshman level there, working the backs and working special teams down there. Had the opportunity then to go back and coach at my alma mater at Andrew. Spent 2 seasons there as the varsity wide receiver coach. Great experience. From there, I moved on to Stagg High School, which is in Palos Hills, Illinois, another District 230 school. Spent 3 years there, was a varsity assistant, was head sophomore coach for a couple of years down there. Then I took a teaching job at a school out near Homewood Flossmoor. Been there now, it's my second full year there. But went on, was able to get on staff with Coach Bazea. What a great experience it's been working for him. Got hired on there, got promoted sophomore offense coordinator during summer camp there, and then had the opportunity to become a head sophomore coach this past fall.
And that's a big school for those of you who don't know. Tell us a little about Homewood Flossmoor.
Sure, absolutely. About 2,300 kids. We play in 8A. In my 2 years there, we only lost 5 games, including we're 8A runner-up in 2014. It was a great experience. Part of my responsibilities with Homewood Flossmoor was I was the varsity eyes in the sky for Coach Bazea, meaning that I was the offensive coach up in the booth on the headphones, just doing my weekly assignments. I'd meet with him every week. Every Thursday night we'd meet for quite a bit and go over the game plan and talk offense for a while. And Friday night I'd be in the booth giving him all the information that he needed for me. Homewood Flossmoor, great school, great coaching staff over there. I learned Couldn't have worked for any better guys than there are over there.
Pretty nice facility they have up there.
Yeah, we have a brand new field house, 200-meter indoor track. There's 3 or 4 basketball courts in there, and we have a turf indoor football field there.
So are you planning on bringing that turf indoor football field?
Yeah, that'd be nice.
That facility here, or how do we do this?
Yeah, I think we got to fundraise. We come up with some new fundraisers, get one of those facilities. I don't know if they foot the bill. I don't know if the school board will foot the bill for that.
Yeah, we can work on that a little bit.
Yeah.
You're not going to try to do everything at once.
Yeah, I don't know if they have $30 million sitting around they want to spend on that.
We've got a listener wanting to know how many guys will get headphones, and will there be actual football knowledge communicated between those headphones?
You know, that part of the goal today
I'm just reading it.
Absolutely no. Part of the goal today is to get up in the equipment room there and see how many headphones we have. But yes, football knowledge will be. There'll be a very clear line of communication of what is expected from our coaching staff on headphones. Read a great article on Nick Saban wrote about a month or so back that talks about how his game day communication among his staff and his coaches, and I took a lot from that. And yeah, we're definitely going to be. It's all football. It's all business.
You mentioned the equipment room. What's your expectations of said room?
Have you been in the equipment room yet?
I have not been in the equipment room yet. Coach Ryan has been kind enough to send me a couple pictures of what it looks like, and
okay,
we'll be all hands on board when we go to clean that out.
Do we have a good budget to buy new equipment? Because I'm thinking it's not good.
Oh, from my understanding is, the equipment has been sent out to be remanufactured, and the equipment is definitely a high priority for us. We want to make sure that our students are equipped with the best equipment that we can. That's very important. We want to make sure the game is safe, and we want to keep our student athletes as safe as possible.
Helmets are off getting reconditioned now.
I believe they're back.
Yeah. Are they back?
I believe they are back. I've been told they are back, so we'll find out here in a couple hours.
On a kind of a serious note, I guess we'll be serious for a little bit.
I got some serious questions right here.
Wow. Well, I just got one. I don't know if it's on there, but obviously it depends on your personnel. What type of football coach would you consider yourself? A smash mouth? Spread it out, throw it, option.
Sure, we're going to do all 3 of those. All 3 of them.
There you go.
Our base is a spread offense. I do love the idea of being able to just line up and run power down people's throat and make them stop it. But obviously that's the long-term goal. We'd like to get to that point. Obviously, right now we're going to go spread it out. Worked for Coach Bazea. His offense is part of in my 2 years there, we've averaged almost 50 points a game. That's including the playoffs. I don't think that's by accident. I think it goes a lot. It's a good system he has in place there, and I've been fortunate enough to learn that system for the past 2 years. And Coach Bazea has been a great contact for me throughout this whole process since I've been selected to take over this position, and been in a lot of contact with him and a lot of the other coaches over at home at Flossmoor, and they're giving me all the resources and materials I need to be successful, and get those resources to the coaching staff as well, and make them the best coaches we can be.
Absolutely.
And you recently had some seniors that signed to go on and play football at the next level.
Yes.
Flossmoor? How many? I
believe the number is now up to 14. I believe we just had 2 more sign this past week. So I believe it's up to 14. All the way from Division I schools down to your College of DuPage, your JUCO. We're sending a lot of guys off to play at the next level, and there's going to be more. There's more in the pipeline. Their powerhouse is not. They're not short on talent.
They're not done.
They're gonna still make some noise down there in the 8A.
So why leave Homewood Flossmoor?
That's a great question. That's what a lot of the kids down there have asked me. Like, Coach, why are you gonna leave us when we're doing such good things here? And it's tough. They're kids. They don't understand it. But the reason why is it's a great opportunity out here. There's a lot of it's been tough. 27-game losing streak. But I think it just needs some fresh blood. It needs some new excitement, and I think that with the student athletes down here, there is opportunities to be successful. I really believe that. I'm watching the films, and even before I went in for the interview, I did some background work and did my homework on it, and watching this, I'm like, this isn't really that bad. This isn't that bad. Just I think with some better coaching and putting kids in better positions to be successful, and getting the right guys on the staff that they're out there for the right reasons, clean up some of that stuff, and I think it's going to be, we're going to get this thing going again. You know,
what's your view, I guess, then on student athletes in multiple sports? You want them in multiple sports?
Oh, absolutely. They got to. We want kids out there representing Lincoln High School in not just a football uniform, in a basketball uniform, in a baseball uniform. I like to get the track program going as well. I do have a strong track background. I want to get that going. I think it's great. I mean, you look back at the Alabama national championship team that just won it back here in January. 56 of those guys were track athletes in high school. I know, you know, you go back, Urban Meyer has some stats out there. I think it was 75% or so of his players compete in another sport in high school, and I think it's great. It shows if you're going to try going to play, whether it's football or basketball at the next level, or baseball, whatever you're going to want to do, those college coaches, the first thing they're going to come in and ask is, what other sports do you play? You know, they want to. I know for a football aspect for sure, the college coach is going to come watch you play basketball. That they want to see how you're competing, not just on the football field. They want to see what else you're doing and how you're representing your school and your community. So I want those kids to go play. I want the football kids to go play basketball, go play baseball, go run track if you're not doing those things. You need to represent your school. You only get to be a student athlete at the high school level for 4 years.
Absolutely.
And you gotta make the most of it. You don't want to look back at the end and be like, and I didn't make the most out of my opportunity. You don't want to live with no regret, and you want to make sure that you represent your school. That's the most important thing. Represent your school.
But I know years ago I talked to Terry McCombs, who was he may even be in the Hall of Fame, I'm not sure, but he was head coach of Bloomington High School for years. And he told me one time, you know, Joe, if you're the head football coach and you're not the head track coach, you've already failed.
Absolutely, and that's something I've expressed to Mr. Pelker, that I would like to be involved in the track program on some level. If I have to go out there and volunteer for it, then that's what I'm going to do. Once we get this thing rolling, I'm going to really promote that track program and have those kids doing something else in the off season there. Just going in and lifting weights from December to June, that's not really going to make us, we're going to be bigger, but we're not going to be better athletes. You know, we need to be out there competing. Create that competitive edge and that fire in you.
There's other things in track than just running.
Oh, absolutely.
Your big guys.
They're going to be shot putters. Absolutely, and that's one thing we're going to look for and as we move forward in finding an offensive line coach and defensive line coaches. Ideally, we'd like to get somebody that has a track background in that area to help us out in the track team as well. We don't want to just make the Lincoln football program better. We're going to want to make the Lincoln athletic department better, not just one sport.
Timmy likes it.
I was going to say,
Timmy's over here in the house.
Back in the day, I did.
Absolutely. We want to make Lincoln competitive in all sports at the state level. We don't want to just be a basketball school or a football school. We want to be an athletic school. I mean, the girls' basketball is getting things going. It's just a great time for it, and it's just why not make the track program better too? I know the baseball team's competitive. You know, I've talked to their coaches and
wrestling coming off.
Yeah. Coach Dietrich had a great season, sending 3 guys down to sectionals. You know, almost had the one guy slip through to the state. You know, get down there to Champaign, and he's building some great things. I've been in contact with Coach Dietrich quite a bit since I was hired on here, and I'm really looking forward to working with him and getting those. Because I hear talking to those guys, the youth wrestling program is really taking off, and I don't see why those guys can't do both, because that's going to make everybody better.
Right.
It's going to make the school a better place.
Now, obviously, you've got a lot going on. I mean, we haven't really talked about your family, but you're married.
I am married.
Bring her in here.
I just got married August 1st.
Newlywed.
Yeah, newlywed, August 1st, so a lot of transition. We just found out she got a new job out in Springfield. We found out that out yesterday, so
all right.
Things are falling into place. I know she met with the realtor yesterday, and we're getting things going. A lot going on, but it's exciting.
So you're going to move to Lincoln?
We are living in Lincoln.
Oh, that's a big deal.
We are going to live in Lincoln.
There you go. All right,
that is the plan. We are. There's nowhere else we're going to live. We want to walk the town. We want to go to the store, and we want to see the members of the community, the ones that are supporting us. We want to support them back.
Well, that's good for you.
Our insurance agents have an inventory reduction today.
Yeah, that's what I hear.
And if you need furniture, this guy will hook you up.
Well, you're getting all hooked up in here today.
I got free movie tickets. Yeah, they do. They're just falling into place for me today.
You just give us your checkbook. We'll take care of it.
Take care of it.
You don't have to do anything.
Have you had any talks or any conversations with some people about potential coaches for the sidelines for you?
I have been in contact with a few guys that have been around last year, and some guys that are going to be new to the program that haven't been around for quite some time. We are in the process of reviewing the entire coaching staff. I think when you're on a 27-game losing streak, I think when you take something over like that, you need to look at everything,
especially equipment managers.
Hey guys, let's take a quick commercial break. We'll come back and we'll have some more questions for Coach Silkowski. So stay tuned. You're in the Cheap Seats on 96.3. There it goes. Must have been the surround sound. I thought I went deaf on my left ear.
And we're back.
We are back, and we are at Joe Ryan Country Financial. All your insurance needs.
With inventory reduction.
And an inventory reduction sale. Hey, Coach, we're with Coach Silky, and I had a couple more questions I want to throw at you.
Sure, absolutely, Coach.
We talked about you're newlywed. You're going to buy a home here. You have a lot going on.
I do.
So you're going to jump into town here, and then the first thing you're going to take on, obviously, is probably some weightlifting and summer camps. So
yes,
what type of importance are you going to put on that?
Well, actually, right now we're in the process of redesigning the off-season, the weightlifting program right now. That's something I came down and really looking at that. I was down here last weekend and inventoried everything, all the equipment that we have, and went back home and consolidated with a couple of strength and conditioning coaches and gurus, guys that live and die that stuff. And we're in the process right now of redevising that plan and make sure we're getting the most out of it. Then summer will kick right in. We're finalizing the summer calendar right now. Hopefully have that finalized here in the next couple of weeks. Once we get the rest of the coaches in place, we'll get that going. And then summer camp is the most important thing. Summer is where we install our systems. Our offense, defense, and special team systems are all installed in the summer. We get 25 days, and my intention is to use every one of them days. I think it's very important. It helps with team building, gets our systems going. It gives a opportunity for kids to be competitive and really see what kind of competition our kids are willing to have. I want to get us in a couple 7-on-7s. I have one lined up already for sure. We're going to go down to Flossmoor, Illinois, and we're going to go down and compete at 30-team Battle of the Border War that Homewood Flossmoor holds every summer. It's about 30 teams or so from all 8 classes. Some Indiana schools are there. So that's going to be amazing. Every game will be played on turf. Our kids will get an opportunity to play in that indoor turf facility I was talking about. Every team gets the chance to do that. So just trying to create that, give the kids an opportunity, something that they've never done or seen before. And I'm working on it, getting us in a couple other ones as well, just to get us some chances to compete this summer and get things going.
Short-term goals? What's your short-term goals?
We want to get kids out. We want to get kids out for Lincoln football. I know that's a huge issue right now with the numbers. And when you're in a slump like we're in, it's not really an attractive product for kids. And I understand that, and that's my responsibility, and that's on me, is to create an environment and an atmosphere that the kids want to be a part of it. I've been around some teams and programs that weren't very successful. When I was at Stack, we struggled. I walked in, we inherited a senior class that never won a game. Kind of the same situation we're walking into right now. And we turned things around over there. We did. They're not where they're going to be yet, but, Coach Fahey over at Stag is doing some great things over there, and we're getting it going. We're just going to try to get kids excited, get them out, get those kids that are in other sports that have shied away from football. I want to get them out, and that's a short-term goal. That's something we got to do right now. We can't wait for that, and we want to be competitive in the games. Coach, that's one thing that, I'm watching the things from last year, and, there's times where they didn't compete the way that they can, and the kids can. There's talent there. There's talent. I walked the halls last Friday. There's kids out there's kids in the hallways there that can help us, and that's on me and the other coaches, especially the ones that are teachers in the building. We got to get them out.
I've always said part of our job as coaches, football coaches, is to keep the fans in the stands after halftime. We have got to make that game interesting enough that they stick around to watch the second half and not leave at halftime.
Absolutely. I mean, I know some of that is the band parents like to leave. That's by us, that's huge. But
and I'd like to throw it in. We have an awesome band. So you band people out there, what an awesome band and a great job at the games. I think bands make a football game.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, it's exciting. I'm looking forward to working with the director of the band and try to build that relationship with them as well. And that's. We want to keep them around. We do. We don't want to enter the third quarter on the running clock already, week in, week out. That's not what we want to do. And I have some ideas that I have a plan to combat that. We're going to run the ball and we're going to shorten the game. And that's how we're going to be competitive right away. Is we're going to run the ball, shorten the game, play good defense, create turnovers when their opportunities arise. We're going to clean up the special teams. That I watched in those films last year, and half the touchdowns seemed like they were giving up in the special teams game, and that can't happen. If we're going to be competitive, especially in the Central State 8 this year, we're going to clean up the special teams, play good defense, and shorten the game by running the ball. If we do those things, we're going to have a chance in the fourth quarter.
Yep.
And that's all at this stage of the game right now. We just want to have ourselves a chance here in the fourth.
Okay, so should I ask long-term goals?
Absolutely. We're not going to shy away from it.
Short-term to long-term. Here we go.
Absolutely. We're going to compete for a conference championship. That's the long-term goal. We want to compete for a conference championship, and especially if we're competing for conference championships, the state playoffs will take care of itself. If you win your conference, you get the automatic.
You're in the playoffs
automatically if you win the conference. So that's what we're going to try to do, and. That's what the long-term goal down the road even further, you want to get even there is I want to try to make it so when people think of Lincoln, it's not just, that's a basketball town. It's a football and basketball town. And then eventually we're going to be a track town too. We're going to be competitive in everything. That's the long term.
I'd say you got some good goals there. Good start. We like everything you're saying. There are a couple things that we don't like about you. I believe you're a Cub fan.
I do like the Cubs. I do like the Cubs.
I love that about him.
Odd.
Oh, I mean,
and I like the Dallas Cowboys.
And the Dallas Cowboys.
Oh, you just
say, holy cow!
Wait, now maybe I retake that.
Oh yeah. And the Florida Gators too. We'll throw the Florida Gators in there too. And I do like the Patriots.
Do you follow hockey?
No, I don't follow hockey that much. I like it.
Not many people do.
Oh, it's huge out by us right now. It's huge. I like it. It's fun, but
it's bandwagon
I'm
time.
a football guy. I tell people, and my wife likes to make fun and poke fun at me for this. I have no hobbies. Football is my life.
That's what we need.
I like to golf a little bit in the summer, but when I go out somewhere, if I go, to a get together with some friends. I'd find somebody in the room that will talk football with me because that's all I know. That's all I know. It's everything I
know
hear.
That guy?
Never heard of that guy.
Well, I'll tell you what. We're gonna have
too many people have.
We're gonna have to have some training on that, right there.
Yeah, we can talk.
A legend,
we can talk history. I like talk. It's just what, that's what I do. It's just that's all I care about.
How about
football.
Fantasy football? Do you get into fantasy football?
I manage my wife's team. That's about it. I'm the general manager. My philosophy on that is, how can I be a good football coach in the fall if I'm worried about my fantasy football team? I'd rather focus and hey, I think fantasy football is great. It's fun.
Yeah.
If you're not
doing anything else.
Yeah, but to me, if
I love fantasy football.
You know what? You find people that have a lot of free time at work are pretty good fantasy football men.
You do. Yeah, I got people at that desk job.
I'm gonna tell you, those people are good.
Hey,
most of the time, you'll get beaten by someone that has all day to figure out trades and who's doing what.
Yeah, but I don't. I'd rather spend my time instead of researching stats on guys that I'll never meet. Yeah. I'd rather watch film on the kids that I can make a better football player and a better person, better human being.
That's a great answer. Now I feel bad.
I mean, about all the free time at work.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, I won some money this year, so well, we got a meeting going on today.
We do meet and greet. Everybody in the community, whether you're have a son interested in playing for us or not. I'd love to have you come out and meet. I got a little short presentation, kind of like to go over what kind of more things that we talked about today, and we're gonna host that over at 11 o'clock at the auditorium there at the high school.
They want you to come through the front door. We want to tell you that there's a lot of stuff going on out there today at the high school. If you go through the gym entrance, they are going to try to charge you money because they've got that tournament going on.
Yeah.
So if you're going to go out there strictly and the doors are going to be locked, so you can't walk through.
Yes.
If you're trying to come out to meet Coach Silky, then come through the front doors of the school.
Hey, even if you're going out to the basketball tournament, come stop by us first.
Absolutely.
Yeah, pay the $5 and wind your way around and come to the auditorium.
Come talk to us.
Timmy McDougal just updated us. It's $8 to get in.
Somebody told me that last night at the game.
$8?
Yes.
Wow.
Is there a dunk contest?
Timmy's in it.
There's a buffet, Joe.
Timmy's been dunking donuts. We know that.
Coach, is there any way if people want to contact you? Is there something?
Sure. Actually, we've actually been we updated all our social media accounts since I've over the past 2 weeks or so. Check out our new website. The link for that is on the Lincoln High School website. I believe it's railersfootball.wix.com. We have a new Twitter account. It's at railersfootball. There's our new Twitter account, and there's a link for that for the website right on the homepage there. There's also email. You can shoot me an email if you have any questions. railersfootball@gmail.com. A pretty quick reply. It's connected to my phone, so I'll get back to you as soon as I can and get the information out to you. And
if it's a legit question,
it's legit. I like to I'll do my due diligence and answer every
If it's who should I start this week, he's not going to reply.
No, I probably won't. Won't reply to that. I may tell you, come out to the game and you'll find out.
Yeah. I'm talking fantasy football.
Oh yeah, don't ask me. Don't ask me.
Fantasy football. But Coach, I'll tell you what, thanks for coming on. And,
absolutely.
Obviously, we're going to have you on more often as this rolls into things and we progress. And
absolutely. If there's any information you need out there, let us know. We
absolutely,
we're here for you guys. It's we try to keep everything local. We do talk some national stuff every once in a while, but try to keep up to date on our local kids, and
absolutely,
anything you need, let us know.
Absolutely, yeah. Looking forward to working with you guys.
Has he taken you to Gazzardo's yet to eat?
He has not taken me to Gazzardo's.
I just popped him in the back door yesterday and let him meet Nick.
He let a free smell. You got a free smell.
It did smell good. I'm a big pizza guy, so I am probably gonna be.
I think Gazzardo will be.
Well, we don't have the Chicago style down here.
No. There's. But I'll find the best one I can. I'll promise you.
We'll have to give you a shot over there then.
Oh yeah.
Well, that was a quick hour, boys. I know we'd like to stay on for 2, but our producers, he's rolling us out. He's already got the music playing. He's got things to do today. I'd like to thank our sponsors. Without them, the show would not be possible. Go online to WLCNonline.com to view the Lady Railers 3A sectional win on Thursday night against St. Thomas More. The best broadcasters around were there to bring you play-by-play. Yeah.
The best around, I'm going to tell you that.
You can always check out everything we do on Channel 5 and on WLCNonline.com. Thank the Hampton Inn for the coffee and the pastries and whatever else they throw in that box. Next week, we'll be at Jake's Furnishings, located at 1100 Woodlawn Road in Lincoln. And join us at the Castle Manor at 1550 Castle Manor Drive in Lincoln on Saturday, March 12th. Don't think we've ever been there. Must be something going on. Huh?
New sponsor.
New sponsor. Awesome. We love new sponsors. That's going to do it for us. Have a good weekend.
Good day.